What do you think about the new bands? The new punk bands, firstly. You're pondering.
Well, we don't know who you mean.
Well, I'm talking about bands who now in 1984 are maybe doing what the punk bands of 1976, 77 were doing.
Of course they're not. It's completely different circumstances.
Musically, would you not agree that a lot of them are copying, though?
Yes, but that's got nothing to do with them capturing anything, really.
What I'm getting at is what...
Yes, well, what a lot of people try and get at is that, well, you used to call yourselves a punk band, so why don't you anymore? And the truth of the matter is, if anyone followed us from early on, was that we never called ourselves a punk group. And there were a lot of groups that have fizzled out, but they were really good, like the Subway Sect or whatever, that didn't call themselves punk groups. And for the reason that it was just like, I mean, no one wanted, everyone, I think a lot of groups around them wanted a separate identity, and it was nothing to do with calling yourself a punk group or an R&B group or a rock and roll group or whatever. And I think it's another old myth that is trapping a lot of people, and they're calling themselves a punk group.
What is punk?
I don't know. I mean, people said you're punk, and...
I always thought punk meant a sort of mid-1960s American garage group, something like that. Or the Ramones or something like that. But,
or the New York Dolls, but it's something, a term that was used by some very hip journalists who wanted some tag to put along this commodity that they didn't know what to do with, that was obviously happening. And
it's very obvious.
That's why it makes me laugh when people compare us to lasting as long as a stupid group like The Damned, because they started off wearing this tag around their necks, and it's been that ever since.
What do you look for in a support band?
Someone that we like, hopefully, and we like the Flower Pot Men.
Oh, you say you like, I mean, you personally enjoy their music, therefore they will be the support band, yeah? Simple as that.
Simple as that.
What about America for Siouxsie and the Banshees? Have you toured America? Have you been to America?
Yeah, we've been twice before.
No one knows about it, but we have been there.
And what was the reaction?
It was
good.
Wonderful, but we're too lazy to... Not lazy, I suppose, just we don't want to clock in and clock out and conquer America, which you have to do if you're going to crack it. As, well, a lot of groups have to go over there to live and tour around for 18 months or whatever. And I just don't think that's fun at all.
I think in the circumstances that arise when we lose guitarists and things like that have inevitably meant that America has always suffered, because the first time we were supposed to go there was when John and Kenny left, and we haven't been there for... We're going next month, but we haven't been there for 2.5 years, mainly because McGeoch sort of fell over, and we've been taking it bit by bit. But
we're starting off with Independence Day in San Francisco.
What's your view of America?
I think it's fun in a superficial way, and I enjoy it in a superficial way, in that I'm visiting it. It helps if you know some people there that you get on with. There's a few friends that I've got there that aren't obviously typically American.
How's the current tour going? Given that you've got the, well, maybe not a problem, but...
Well, we're only four concerts into it. It's getting better every night because obviously John needs to get has only had 10 days rehearsal with us.
Sure.
And he's... I think both us and the audience are getting used to it.
Do you enjoy touring? I mean, do you enjoy live work?
Yeah.
That awful question of do you enjoy live work as
We
opposed
like
to
the
studio
hour.
work?
We like the hour and a quarter that we're on stage. That's about it.
Yeah, the travelling and the waiting. It's
and
never any fun.
getting lost in Birmingham. And things. What sort of people come to the gigs, fashion-wise? What I'm getting at is, do you still get the pogoing and the gobbing and?
Hardly any spitting at all. They seem...
Woe betide if they do.
Yeah, woe betide if they do. They seem to be getting younger still, for some reason. With the you only really see the sort of first 10 rows anyway, and
Are they well behaved? I mean,
Oh,
you
but they
say
enjoy it.
rows.
they enjoy themselves. I don't know what you mean by well behaved.
Well, what I mean is,
Not loud enough.
audio-wise, audibly.
It's getting used to playing in seated venues again. We haven't done it for a couple of years, and it's quite a strange transition, having played in sort of tents and things in Italy and stuff like that. So that's as much as us getting used to it as them hearing some new songs.
Well, I wish you well with the tour.
Oh, we must say hello to our mem.
And Billy's behaving himself very well on the tour.
What's this about?
This wonderful mother of this wonderful son of hers. Mam Holston.
Yeah.
Fine.